First of all, welcome Tim, welcome to Northamptonshire. You've been training this morning with the lads, how have you settled in and how are you enjoying it?
Yeah, loving it so far. The boys have been fantastic and been very welcoming, so I feel very at home.
So for some people that haven't seen you before, what can they expect from you playing for Northamptonshire?
It's a good question. I think in the T20 format, I think strike rate's a massive thing and it's a massive changing part of our game, so definitely to start with trying to whack a few, hit a few sixes, but you know, if a wicket doesn't dictate that, then maybe something a little bit more measured.
Obviously, while you're over here, you'll be playing both T20 format and the County Championship. How do you think that's going to differ, and what do you need to do to adapt to different formats over here?
Yeah, I think I've had a few really good conversations with some of the boys, and especially how the wickets behave over here. And there was a little bit of good news this morning that I heard that it's going to be two Kookaburra games, no Duke's ball. So, but again, that's a different challenge playing with the same ball but in different conditions. So I think that's where your defence has to become really solid and hands nice and soft. So definitely an adjustment between the two formats, but hopefully I make it work.
Yeah, and you just touched on it slightly there. So how do you think it would differ playing in England compared to overseas, and what are the challenges that you think you're going to face over here?
Yeah, well, I found batting the last day or so that the wickets have been slightly slower and maybe a little bit lower, used to the sort of fast nip and bounce at home. I think there's still quite a bit of nip here, but I think the bounce is probably not as big a threat here, and it's more sort of stump to stump, LBW pads, bowled, things like that. So
yeah, and finally, you're here for 1 month. It's quite a short period of time. How are you going to look to make a real impact in a short period?
Yeah, well, that's the idea. I think people in the T20 game are craving sixes and powerful hitting, and that's something that I really want to try and show people, that I can hit the cover off it and try and do that. So that's definitely where I want to make a bit of a statement, but also in the long format is trying to bat a long period of time and being sort of a multifaceted player. So that's sort of where I want to, in terms of both formats, make a little bit of a mark for myself. So
perfect. Thank you very much for joining us. Good luck.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.